Hey all, welcome to Share Trek. This is Raj here. Friends, I'm not a trained psychologist or anything, but having seen how you have consumed all the HIV therapy videos that I have created, I can understand that many of you are very, very serious about this topic and for good reason. And HIV, of course, is a very serious condition, but the therapies are coming in and they are improving the prognosis every passing day. So it's all positive. But I would like to offer a little more because we have to manage our mental state as we proceed ahead. Though I'm not a trained psychologist or anything, I'm just sharing these good practices with you, which helps anybody because even if somebody does not have any disease or anything, our human nature is such that in the absence of bigger problems, smaller problems get magnified. Take for example, someone who has got everything and has got good health. They could be obsessing about a small crack on the wall or maybe the small stain on the edge of the carpet. But all of these things bubble up in the absence of bigger issues. Smaller issues blow up and take that place. So I think in that sense, general mental hygiene can be handled by having some structures or some concepts that we can adhere to in order to bring down the size of those issues and bring them in proportion to reality. So that's the idea with which I'm presenting this. If you find it useful, please put your comments in the comment section so that I can get an understanding of whether you would like to have more of these videos going forward. If not, then I can put a stop to these videos. So with that said, let's get started. I have a bunch of ideas. The first concept I think is that the more you focus on something, the more it's going to occupy your mind space and the more it's going to get you obsessed with it. And therefore time may pass faster or slower depending on the outcome. Outcome of some things that you don't want to happen makes time feel like it's going faster. And outcome of things that you are eagerly awaiting, like for example, sterilizing cure for HIV, it makes time seem to relatively pass much slower. So what we need to do is we need to distract ourselves from those kind of situations. So I would say that if you put some realistic and attainable goal that you want to achieve in your life, not related to HIV or diabetes or heart disease or anything, but just general goals in your life where you would like to be, that would make you feel good, maybe 1 year down the line. So set some small goals. For example, my personal goal is to lose my belly because I love my food. I find it very difficult to stay away from good food, especially sweets. And that invariably leads to weight gain. So I have started doing intermittent fasting, but I wasn't able to get into fasting for, eating only within that 8-hour time span and fasting for the rest of the time. I had to do it in smaller pieces by breaking down the objective. So right now I'm in a position to fast for most of the day except for my 8-hour window. In which I'm able to eat 2 to 3 times. I want to cut it down to just 2 times, one in the beginning of the fast and one at the end of the fast. So I'm working towards that. So I started off with eating only in those 8-hour slots, and that was not doing any good. But then slowly I reduced the number of times I ate in those 8-hour slots, and I've now come down to 3 times. And I hope to be able to do away with just eating twice in those 8 hours. Beginning of the 8-hour, end of the 8-hour, and done. And then I'll be into true intermittent fasting. So breaking down larger goals into smaller manageable steps can help maintain motivation and provide a sense of accomplishment along the way, because once you succeed in one small goal, it gives you confidence that you can set the next goal and so on. So step by step you're progressing towards where you want to be maybe 1 year down the line. And whenever you meet some goals, celebrate the progress, recognize and celebrate the progress. When I was able to be able to eat within those 8-hour time that I'm permitted to eat, and I brought it down to three eating steps, I celebrated it on the weekend, which I call my cheat day, when I went out and binged a little bit. But after a couple of weeks, it became common nature, and then now I'm focused on losing the eating spot that I have in between my intermittent fasting, between that 8 hours. So once I come back to just two, once I reach the stage of just eating twice in the 8 hours, I'll have a minor celebration, and then that is cemented. So I'm in the next step. And after that, it's going to be looking at what is the thing that I'm eating and start streamlining my intake in terms of what is the quality of the calories I'm having and so on. So I would like to celebrate every step, and I think celebrating also helps. Now, if you take the case of the YouTube journey, when we started this channel, I was celebrating 500 subscribers. I made a commemorative painting for the 1,000 subscribers. So step by step we grow, and now my target is on 5,000 subscribers. So breaking down into smaller pieces and then enjoying and celebrating once we attain those smaller goals is again something that boosts motivation and also boosts self-confidence. And it takes you away from other things that you're obsessed with and brings a kind of balance in life. And one of the most important things is to focus on strengths. While I was struggling with the YouTube channel, for example, I had a lot of tough time with the lighting in the beginning and then with the audio. So at every point of time, I focused on my strengths. I said my strengths is in getting the concept into place, writing the script and getting the ideas and putting them together. And the other strength I had was consistency and persistence. So I focused on those in order to overcome other hurdles that I had. And right now I feel pretty good based on where I am in the YouTube channel, the way our channel is progressing, and the fact that most of you have been supportive and have been encouraging me. So that seems good. Another challenge that I have right now is allergies, seasonal allergies. When the allergies hit, I'm not able to do anything because I'm wheezing and sneezing and my eyes are watery. And most of the antihistamines that I have taken don't seem to work. I've tried Claritin, I've tried a whole lot of things. I don't want to take Benadryl because it has got some side effects, but none of them seem to be working. I'm allergic to deciduous trees, which are found in plenty in North America. So probably I have to go to a tropical setting to get rid of this allergy. But I always focus on my strong points. I've set up goals and I work within those and try to stay positive. And one of the other things I found very helpful is visualizing success. So regardless of the conditions that you are in right now, visualize what success looks to you. And once you look at visualizing success, once you be able to visualize how you would feel, what would happen that you would determine as success, the final configuration, and start putting pieces together. And once you are able to visualize what is success, then you can be motivated to move towards the desired outcome. Visualizing is a very, very powerful technique in getting you motivated. For example, if you're a young person who has embarked on life, visualizing your first condo that you're going to buy, what it's going to look like, and what you would feel like in that condo, how you're going to decorate it, what colors you're going to put on the wall. All those things, right? It's a very, very powerful motivator, and you start working towards that. In my case, when I was, I did my MBA in India, worked in India for around 13 years. I was successful out there, but from a financial perspective, I wanted to grow and I wanted to broaden my horizons. So I started visualizing what would my life be like if I was successful? What would success look like? And success seemed to me to be like working abroad, outside of India, in a bigger economy with a lot of opportunities. And so with that visualization, I was able to spot opportunities which I couldn't see earlier, even though they were flashing past my vision or periphery of vision or scope of vision. But once I had visualized where I want to be, then all those opportunities which could take me there started getting highlighted, and I started picking them up and moving ahead. But if I had not visualized my end destination, I would have just missed those opportunities. So first of all, you need to visualize what success looks like and what it will constitute. Then you will start seeing steps available which you can seize in order to reach there. So that helps you also to create a positive mindset and motivates you going forward. And so those are some of the points that I could relate to you from my own perspective. Of course, I can't claim that I know how it feels for you as someone who has been touched by HIV, because I don't understand to that depth. But then when I look at other things that I suffer from, like the allergies, probably many of you don't have allergies, so you don't know how horrible it is. But as I said before, the human mind is such that in the absence of bigger issues, smaller issues take a bigger proportion and occupy your mind. So the trick is to break out of that, look at what is success, define the success, visualize the success, and start looking for stepping stones that will take you there. Define each stepping stone as an intermediate goal and start working towards it. When you attain an intermediate goal, celebrate it and enjoy it. Then move ahead. Focus on your strength rather than your weakness. That's what I would say. So friends, this is my humble offering to you to consider. I hope it helps many of you to take the next step forward. I hope it improves your quality of life in terms of getting some tools and techniques. The mind is a very tricky thing. Once you get control over the mind, you can overcome a whole lot of adversities and difficult situations. So the main thing is to get a control over the mind, and some of these ideas that I have given you may probably help you reach there. With that, my friends, I'd like to end this video. I hope you have a good life ahead. I hope you are able to meet your dreams and objectives. And I hope that the moment that we spent together in this video has given you a lot of encouragement and positivity, and it helps you have a great week ahead. Thanks and have a great day. Bye for now.